Hey, I'm Kai, and today I want to see if I can build a whole Fractal FM3 all-in-one preset with just 20 minutes on the clock. This is going to be something of an interesting challenge as I've only really spent a month with the FM3, so I'm not super well versed in all of the models and everything like that. So for the rules. Rule number 1, obviously 20 minutes on the clock, no going over. Fairly standard. Rule number 2, I'm not allowed to use any external IRs. I work for ML Sound Labs, so I'm extremely familiar with using external IRs, and it'd be something of a cop-out for me just to quickly pull up one of these that I'm familiar with already. Rule number 3, I'm not allowed to use the block library, so I've got presets set up for certain amps, certain delays, certain reverbs that would really speed up the build. I'm not going to be using any of them. I'm also going to try and avoid using amps that I'm particularly familiar with. So for an all-in-one preset, it would be super easy for me to just say Fender Twin, JCM 800, 5150 and Mesa Mark. That'd be an easy all-in-one preset that I could dial in super fast, but this is going to be more about exploring the Fractal. For this to really be an all-in-one rig, I think I'm going to need 6 scenes. Clean, crunch, and then high gain with effects versions of each of those, so like an atmospheric clean for instance, or a big solo tone for the high gain. We'll see if I can actually pull that off. With that out of the way, let's tee up the timer and get into it. Okay, so I'm going to go for quick build. I'm going to put input block, output block. I'm going to go for amp, cab, add a gate. I think I'm going to need reverb and delay. What else are we going to want? We're going to want a compression for the clean tone, probably a chorus as well after the amp. So now we've got all of the blocks set up in quick build. Let's link these and burn through my time while this actually loads up. Okay, now we're in. Let's disable all of the things other than the amp and the cabinet. Let's copy this scene to all of the scenes. Now let's pull up the scene manager. Let's go make sure that the clean amp, let's name these first actually, yeah. Let's go clean effects, crunch effects, high gain effects. Okay, so for the clean, we're going to want amp A and cab A. Then for crunch, we're going to want amp B. So let's change those over and let's choose cab B for the crunch as well. Let's choose amp C for the high gain and cabinet B for the high gain. So that should be a fairly decent start. Now let's go into picking some cabinets first, I think. So let's go for the Dynacab. Let's go for the Princeton with a ribbon microphone. No, we'll stick with the condenser microphone, somewhere towards the middle. Now let's pick an amp. Okay, I think I want something super clean. Let's maybe try a Jazz, see if they've got... like it's maybe too clean. Let's try something Fendery. What can we pull up quickly? No, you know what? Let's stick with the jazz chorus for now. Okay, let's add a compressor into that. Okay, I think think we're done for the clean preset for now, so let's switch over to the clean effects and let's turn on the compressor, delay and reverb. Let's mess with the delay first actually. I think I want to go for a analog delay. Let's go for an analog mono. No, let's go graphite copy. Okay, let's now add in some reverb. I want to go for a big reverb. Okay, let's pull the delay back in and see where that's at. All right, let's try adding some chorus. Let's go for the Japan CE2. Okay, I think this clean preset is now done. So let's save. Okay, we're now going to move on to the crunch preset. So let's pick another amp. What are we going to go for here? Let's pin this so this stays open. Actually, no, I need to choose my cabinet first. Let's pick Dynacab. Let's go for Friedman V30. Let's go for Dynamic 1. Put it somewhere near the center-ish. Now let's pick our amp. Let's pin this once more. I wasn't on the bridge pickup. Let's try that again. You know what, of those, I think I'm preferring the Fractal Crunch. Definitely too bright. Let's bring the presence down, turn the brightness off. Okay, we're just going to save that as it is for now. We might come back and dial in the cabinet section a little more, but let's switch over to the crunch effects. Let's add in this graphite copy delay. Okay, let's switch over to channel B of the reverb and we'll add the plate reverb. Let's go for medium plate. I'm going to change that delay out. We'll go for something a lot more subtle on channel B. Let's go for dotted 8. I think it'd be good to boost the amp as well. Let's go into the preamp section, turn the input boost on, and we'll go for the T808 mod. Too bright. Let's try Fractal boost. Okay, I'm liking that. Let's save this crunch effects. And we'll move on to our high gain channel. We've still got 11 minutes left on the clock, so I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Let's stay on this cabinet B, the Friedman V30. Let's pick an amp. What are we going to go for? I'm thinking European thrashy sort of high gain, so maybe Angle sort of thing with the Angle Severe 1. Maybe we'll try out the diesel instead. Okay, yeah, this is nice and thick. Let's stick with this diesel. Let's turn the noise gate on just to tighten things up a bit. We'll go for the modern gate, set the side chain to input 1. Okay, that's pretty good so far, I'd say. Okay, now let's add in a delay. We'll go for channel C here. What do we want? Let's go for the DM2 based on the Boss DM2, I'm thinking. Turn it on, that helps. No, let's save our high gain preset first and then switch over to high gain effects to start adding in this delay. Okay, let's try out that plate reverb on this one. I think I want to boost the amp maybe, so let's add in a drive. Let's bypass it on everything. How do we do that? All scenes bypass. And then we'll just turn it on for the high gain effect. And what are we going to pick? Super overdrive, maybe? I think I want to maybe change the delay for a multi-tap delay. Let's see if this works. Okay, that's not quite the vibe. Let's change that back to a shunt. I kind of want something to make it bigger, more ambient, big stereo sort of thing. So let's try out analog stereo. What else have we got in here? I need something that just brings it out a little bit in the stereo field. Let's try Stereo Mind Guide. Maybe I need a bigger reverb. Let's try Cavern, maybe. Okay, we're saving it there. We might have all of our presets set up now, but let's run through them all and see where we're at. So preset 1, or scene 1 should I say, is going to be my clean. Scene 2 is clean with effects. Scene 3 is going to be my crunch, so we'll go back to the bridge humbucker. Scene 4 is crunch effects. I might add the drive onto that block. Scene 5 is high gain. Let's try switching out the cab since we've got some time on the clock. Let's go for another Dyna cab, but let's go for something recto-y instead. Let's go for the recto straight cab. Add in dynamic 2. Let's change over to that cab on the solo one as well, see if that works. Okay, I'm still preferring the Friedman cab on the solo tone, but I think with 3 minutes on the clock, I can say this preset's finished. So this wasn't quite the down-to-the-wire, super tough timing video that I thought this was going to be. Maybe I've got to up the ante a little bit next time and boost it to an 8-scene preset instead. I guess I didn't think to do that this time and already turned the timer off, so that was a stupid move, I know. Let's properly hear all of these 6 scenes that I've created. Scene number 1 is just the classic clean sound. This is built for the split neck pickup on my PRS S2. We've got the compressor, we've got a jazz chorus amp, and we've got a Princeton cab. Scene number 2 is going to be that same sound, but with a chorus, a delay, and reverb on it. Scene number 3 is going to be a crunch, which we switch over to the humbucker position instead. What did we end up doing on this? We've got the Fractal Audio Systems crunch going through the Dynacab of a Friedman V30. Scene number 4 is that same crunch preset, but we added in the Super Overdrive. We've changed the cabinet? No, we kept the cabinet as the Friedman V30 there, and we've got the delay and reverb back on as well. Scene number 5 is our high gain. We went for something European here. We went for the diesel VH4. The noise gate is maybe too tight here, but let's hear it anyway. And then finally, scene number 6 is the high gain solo effects thing, where we're boosting the front end of the amp. I actually think building the preset with a time pressure on was really fun. It made me make a lot of quick rapid fire decisions and commit to tones as fast as possible. I did get stuck in the weeds a couple of times trying to figure out the best solution to methods that I just haven't spent enough time with the Fractal to really understand these sorts of things yet. In terms of sort of what tweaks I would make to this preset to make it completely viable, I think I'd need to tweak about with the high gain tone a little bit. It sounded a little bit wimpy when I was last playing through it, so I think I'd probably want to beef that up some more. While I did like the high gain solo sound I had going, I think it would have been nicer to make it bigger, more ambient, and just a real ripping sort of stadium solo. Anyway, that's everything that I've got for this video. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you enjoy what I do, please let me know in the comment section down below. It'd be cool to do another one of these. If people actually care to see that, I can make it happen. Also, if you want to download this preset, let me know and I might put it up on a downloadable link. If you wanted to check out my actual demo videos of the Fractal FM3, I'll leave a link up on screen now for you to do so. That's everything, so thank you so much for watching. I've been Kai.